Hi guys, I'm Brian Corleys. I am a running coach, a personal trainer. I've also done a fundamentals for strength and conditioning. I'm currently undertaking a course with English Athletics, which is an event endurance course as well, which is their highest qualification they do. And that covers everything from sprinting, hurdles, to race walking, all the way up to marathon distance. So that's been quite interesting. I've been coaching for just over 10 years now at my local running club. I've built up quite a good reputation locally, so I'm now being asked by people from other clubs in the local area for help with plans, and that's what's brought me on to do this video. Later on you'll see an interview with one of the guys that recently asked me for help with London Marathon. It was his first marathon. He wanted to run about 4 hours. And we sat down, we had a meeting, sat down for about an hour, had a general chat over coffee of what he wanted to achieve. And basically we went through how many times he could run a week, what sort of training he wanted to do. Did he want to go over distance? Was he able to do high mileage each week, or would some weeks we'd have to cut it back because he had family commitments? And taking it all into consideration, I sat down and went through it all with him, and then we came up with a plan which was something he'd actually be able to achieve and not get home from work thinking, oh my god, I've got to do a 20-mile run this week, and not have the energy to do so. So, as I said, you'll find out how he got on. I have been running for just over 30 years now. I have run quite a good standard locally. I've won a few races. I've also had the honour to run for England's Masters this year at Manchester half marathon, which I managed to finish second in my age group, so got a silver medal. So I'm really pleased with that. That's a great experience and something I want to do again. So I'm looking at maybe qualifying for next year. So I have to put some hard work in. So that should be quite interesting. Anyway, coming up next will be the interview with Dylan. The reason why he decided to go down the coaching route and not just get a plan off the internet. So, hope you can enjoy the interview, guys. Hi, this is Dylan, and he's just not long completed London Marathon. So he's agreed to do a sort of an interview with himself to say why he chose to employ a coach. So Dylan, why did you decide to employ the service of a running coach?
I kind of heard a lot about the marathon, and that was like the next big step, and I kind of thought, well, I kind of needed a bit of help with this one. I've done some half marathons in the past, but I did believe I saw these plans out there. There's so many plans, but I thought I'd try and get something a bit more personal and a bit more I can chat with somebody.
Quite a few generic plans, but nothing that's really specific for yourself. Basically. No. Obviously you're saying you looked for other coaches. Why did you decide on me in the end?
So there was a couple of coaches, but I went on local recommendation and through my running club. And also we met each other, didn't we, by accident in volunteering in London. So we got chatting, and and then one thing led to the other.
Okay, cool. So what was the benefits of having a running coach instead of using an app or a general training plan?
Yeah, so the benefits of having a coach is that if you've got something that's kind of a little bit bespoke, so you've got somebody behind you, so if you're concerned about something or something doesn't work or you've got questions, you've got somebody to go to, whereas if you're going to stick on a plan and it's not quite working, you've got no way of adapting it other than change a plan or do something completely different or stick to the plan, and it might not work at the end. So to have somebody that you can talk to,
so having go that over a new adventure, contact with someone who you can get hold of quite easily. Like you said, you can adapt the plan.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, well, that's what you're doing for the next 14 weeks. That person not really knowing you.
Yeah.
And just being sort of like general, not knowing what you do, work-wise, taking family life into consideration.
Yes, and having those questions where there's so many plans out there, and some of them, are great. They've been managed by professionals, but they're not necessarily taking into account your home life and how much you can commit, and also what level you're at. Are you brand new to a marathon journey, or are you but have no running experience? And do you have loads of running experience but never done a marathon before? And all these things need to be taken into account.
Yeah. So was there any aspects of the plan you found particularly beneficial?
Yeah, so I basically was introduced to a lot of different runs. I'd never done interval running before, which I did believe helped me. And also core work. I'd never done core work before. And I believe if there's anything over the whole plan, that was one of the most beneficial, because it certainly helped me in the last couple of miles to enable me to push through and get to the end.
How did the race go in the end, and did you meet your goals? Or did you actually smash your goals?
Yeah, so when...
And what were they originally, sorry?
Yeah, so that was kind of a good one, because like when I had the plan, I had no idea on what my pace would be, so I had nothing to kind of like guide it on, because it's my first one. So I kind of like got the plan and looked at it and thought, what time do I think? And I always got this vision in my head of being under 4 hours, but is that really achievable? So I started to do a bit of working out, and from there I went and asked a few people, okay, what is the time? What do you think I can do? And then came up with a time. So my time was a stretch. I had two targets in my head: a stretch target of 3:45 and under 4 hours. And I did the marathon in 3 hours 50. So that's kind of like snug in the middle of my two targets, really.
So you smashed your goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for your first marathon under running on 4 hours is a good achievement then.
Yeah.
Considering you're quite new to running as well.
Yeah, I've only been running 3 years, so fairly new.
What have you learnt from the experience, both training and from your race and the race itself?
I went through a mix of emotions, really. So the plan worked brilliantly. I found it easy for my brain to go, okay, Tuesday morning I've got to do this, or Wednesday I've got to do that or that. Rather than I think it's very easy, especially in January when it's dark, to come up with excuses not to. But if you've got a plan in front of you and your coach is keeping an eye on you, you kind of like got to do it. So the plan definitely worked for me. When I got to the end, because I found the last couple of miles really hard, when I got to the end I wasn't as euphoric as like some people were. So I kind of like, when I had time to reflect, I thought what an amazing experience, but I didn't have that initial, oh yeah, I've done it, and running around and that lot.
Is there any reason why for that?
I don't know. I thought like, because there's so many people like doing jumps and Superman poses and stuff like that. I was just glad I got the job done, because I think the last 3 miles were hard.
Was you quite focused on just getting it done then?
Yeah, I was kind of like in race mode.
Yeah.
I enjoyed 3/4 of it. It was just the end, when my legs started to feel a bit heavy, I kind of like went into race mode and thought, okay, I do need to take this a little bit more seriously, because I enjoyed the moment. I got involved with the cheering and stuff like that, and really appreciated everybody out there. But it was like that last 3 or 4 miles, I kind of thought, right, I've got it. If I want to do this and I want to do it the way I want to do it, I've really got to go at race mode.
So for the last 3 or 4 miles, you felt like you really had to dig in.
Yeah.
And having that core strength and that sort of backup with your training was a real factor to help you round that last.
So I was really pleased on one thing: I never stopped once. So I kept going and going, and I think because of that plan, because of the training, because of all the miles I'd done, I definitely feel like I was fully equipped. With a big event, I've seen, obviously over my years of experience of running, the 3 years experience of running racing, with big events you get a lot of charity people, and they're probably not so experienced. I felt like I gained a lot of experience from the plan.
Okay, so would you recommend a running coach to somebody else, and if so, why?
So it depends what you want to get out of the experience of running. Running is really good. I love running. I love just going out on my own or with other people, so I'm kind of like happy to do both. It depends what you want to get out of it. If you're focused on times or performance, then definitely go for a plan. Speak to an experienced coach. Definitely go for it. If you just want to go out and survive something, then I would say stick with a coach again. If you just want to maybe go out there and just do something with no pressure but no responsibilities, then probably you don't need a plan, and just hopefully you get through. But follow a generic plan out there, you know. But yeah, if you want to take it a bit more seriously, and if you're a people person, it's good to talk to somebody if the plan's not going to right. Yeah, so yeah.
So after doing London, what's your next challenge you set yourself?
Yeah, so initially straight after the marathon I said never again, but the next day I want to do another one. So I do want to do another one because I love the fact that it's a lot more technical than I've done. It requires a lot more thinking, a lot more harder work, a lot more effort. I feel a lot more reward from getting a marathon, but I also want to, you know, maybe even one day do an ultra. Yeah, so yeah, but that will require a lot of planning, and I don't have time at the moment for that kind of thing.
So what are your goals for the rest of the year then?
So after doing that, there was a little bit of, oh, what now? So I'm now concentrating on PBs in a half marathon and a 10K, which I believe I can do. With the half marathon, I'm going to do a plan for that one, because it's a little bit further. Fueling, you don't really need too much to think about, but you just need kind of a strategy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So have you got any sort of thing in mind, what you're thinking about, what you need to be doing to run your half?
Yeah, so a plan, definitely. The other thing is I found out that my core work's great, my legs are great, but I do need a bit of weight training if I want to get a little bit quicker. So I've just started that journey. I've never done it before, just to add. I'm not looking to smash some world records, but just to enjoy the experience more, go in strong and finish strong as well.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time, Dylan.
Mm.
Much appreciated.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Hi guys, if you like that video, please like and subscribe. It'll help promote my channel, as it is a new channel I'm trying to start off. Also, if you liked what Dylan had to say about me as a coach, I would love to hear from you. We can maybe chat about what your goals are and plans are for your running journey. I'll leave my email address and contact details in the comments below, so please feel free to email me. But whatever you're doing at the moment, guys, enjoy your running and just keep on running, guys. Hopefully hear from you soon. Bye guys.